All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Stars and Garters. I'm Katie Pettiette, and today, as you can see, I have another special guest with me. This is actually my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Ha 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 ha. That was hilarious. Okay, so today, now, you might not think this technically qualifies as a random fandom, but I didn't know what else to do. So, today we are going to be taking the Meyers-Briggs personality test. So, this is just a little one of those personality tests. It's like there are 16 personalities in the whole world, and you fit into one box that you can never escape, and it defines your entire life. Obviously, I'm kidding. Don't define your life by personality tests. It's a terrible idea. But it's fun, so we're gonna do it, and we're gonna see what we get. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so our first question here, and so we're going to answer these. They're on a scale from agree to disagree. It goes kind of agree or disagree, and then it goes out from there, and then the middle is neutral. Okay, so the first question or statement that we have to agree or disagree with is you regularly make new friends. So I'll go first. This is, I'm just gonna have a slight disagree for me. Cause, I don't know. I just kind of end up making friends with people. I don't mean to. It just kind of happens, but I definitely don't regularly try.
Don't seek it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you picking for?
I slightly disagree.
Slightly disagree. That one was number 1, right?
What do you mean? The first question?
No, the first bubble. Like, are you calling
Sure.
bubble the 1, 2? Okay, so for
Okay.
me, I have to know. I need an order here. All right, you regularly make new friends. I would say, like the second degree of agree.
Mm-hmm.
The middle one there.
Yeah.
I would not have picked that for me when I was your age, though. So, there's room to grow, Katie.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Moving along, the next question is you spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. So for me, this is probably going to be on the second one of agree, because I don't think I do spend all of my time doing that, but I spend quite a bit, obviously.
You do spend a lot of time exploring random topics, yes.
Yes.
I would agree with your agreement.
Okay. What about you?
I don't feel like I do. I feel like I know the things I'm interested in, and I'm not very random with that.
Okay.
I did just discover Instagram Reels, though, so that
does not count.
That doesn't count?
No,
okay.
absolutely.
So I'm going to say the middle one on disagree.
Okay, middle disagree.
Right.
Cool. All right, the next one. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Yeah, this is gonna be a second disagree for me. I'm not gonna put it all the way on disagree because I'm not a heartless troll, but I am somewhat of a heartless troll. It's like I don't totally not care. It's just I'm not gonna start crying.
See, that's crazy to me. I feel like anytime anybody's crying, you should want to cry too.
I know. I'm bad.
You're a bad person.
Yep.
I am going to say strongly agree on that one for myself. Just don't cry around me, okay?
Just don't cry. Okay, then the next one is going to be you often make a backup plan for a backup plan. I forgot I go first. Yeah, I'm gonna go slightly agree because I do like my plans, but it's kind of where sometimes I don't think I'll need a backup plan, but I do like a few plans in place, so I'll slightly agree with that.
Okay. I do not agree with that. But I'm not going to put strongly disagree. I'm going to do the middle one.
Okay. Alright, moving right along. The next one is you usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. Okay,
I feel
this
like
one
you and I
for
are
me.
the same on this one.
You think we're the same?
I feel like we are, but what is your thoughts?
I really don't know. It really depends. Like, I try, but there are just like sometimes where it's just I get so frazzled. Like especially if it's like whenever I don't do things that I like, if I didn't know that they needed to be done or just I planned wrong, it like can really frazzle me. But I don't know. It also just I usually don't do that, so I
I
just
feel
feel like
like you
it's
hide
a
it
neutral.
well.
Oh,
Even if
thank you.
you're not calm, you do typically don't.
Okay. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say slightly agree.
What did you say before?
I just said neutral because it just really depends. But I do think I at least put up a good facade even when I'm not
I
calm.
feel like you don't ever like just completely lose control and freak out.
Okay, sure.
At least, I mean, I see that
Outwardly.
as mom, but I don't think most people see that in you.
Well, thanks,
Um,
Mom. What about you?
I would also agree that I typically stay pretty calm.
Yeah,
Would you agree?
I would agree. Because, like, even, again, I feel like even more with you because you're a mom, but, like, you kind of have to at least look like you're calm a lot
Yeah,
of the time, even if you're just, like, so not calm.
it's
Because
true.
kids are stupid sometimes, so
Yes.
you
All
do
right.
a good job of at
I'm not
least
picking.
looking like it.
What'd you say?
I say you do a good job of at least looking like it. So yeah, you were right. I'm thinking the same.
Okay, but which one did you pick? I'm picking the middle one.
Okay, I picked slightly just because it can be very mentally not calm.
Yeah.
Even no matter how calm it is on the outside, sometimes it is very mentally uncalm.
Okay.
Okay, next statement. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you know. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's gonna have to be a hard agree on that one. I am not good at just walking up to people and being like,
You're barely good at talking to the people you do know.
that's true too. I try.
New people is
It's
not.
off. It's out of my reach.
Um, what would you say for me on this one?
I feel like yours would just be a slight disagree because I don't think you like go up to just random people and try to introduce yourself, but like
Mhm.
you just are very sociable. It seems like to me. So I feel like you would do that had you
Right.
the
And now I
opportunity.
do sometimes get where I just want to talk to my circle of people, and I don't
Right.
expand into the ones that I don't. I need to work on that. But yeah, I would say. Um, okay, so I rarely try to introduce myself. I would do like the first bubble on
Slight
disagree.
disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
moving on. Click the next button.
Yeah, I got it. I
Okay.
know technology.
Sorry.
Okay.
You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. That is going to be the second agree for me because I would say all the way agree because I really do like to. It's just sometimes I don't. And sometimes it's like I just get I try to finish the whole project and I get totally burnt out and even I'm like okay, I got to not do this for a minute and then come back. But most of the time I'm like I have to finish this. I cannot touch anything else until I finish this thing.
Yes. I feel like my answer for this question, which one are you picking on this one?
The second agree.
I feel like motherhood makes you have to be able to move from one project to another before completing the other project. You have to be able to multitask well.
Makes
Um,
sense to me.
and yeah, so I feel like I would disagree, but not strongly. The middle one. What are we calling that one?
I don't know, just call it the middle one, I guess.
Okay.
The middle. Agree. Okay, are you good?
Yes.
Okay. So the next statement is you are very sentimental. I'm not. I mean I can be. It's like it
Hold
just
on.
depends. What?
You have a whole suitcase full of letters that people have written you and cards.
That's not sentimental.
That's sentimental.
That's just respectful.
No. And he says, I keep too much stuff. But
I don't know. Maybe I'll just go neutral because I don't show sentimentality.
I don't think that's a word.
Is it not? It sounds like a word to me, so I'm gonna say it. I don't look outwardly sentimental, but yeah, there are some things that I'm like, I can't throw that away. That'd be rude.
It is a word.
Haha. I win. I'll just go neutral.
You're going neutral. I feel like you can be sentimental. I think you just want to pretend like you care about nothing.
Okay.
I would not call myself very sentimental. I'm going to go with the slightly agree on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So, alright, the next one is you like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Yes. Yes, I do. I'm gonna say agree the middle one, not all the way, because there again are some times where it's just like I skip over some things if I do make a list, but I really like to at least have the list. Because
I would have picked strongly agree for you.
Oh, really?
You
I do like the
you
list.
used to make your checklist, and I guess you were about 11 or 12.
Anyway,
You had typed out, and it was nice, and then you had in your serial killer handwriting.
I'll change it to strongly agree so you'll stop talking.
Okay. Oh, where'd my go? Where'd my thing go? Hold on.
What'd you do?
Okay, I found it. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go neutral here. I like using organizing tools and schedules. Like I have plans and start things, and I want to be that person, but it doesn't always play out that way.
Yeah.
Kind of fizzles, wouldn't you say?
I got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you agree that I'm not as
I
organized
mean,
as others.
it's like you still get stuff done though, which is a good thing because even when you stop doing checklists, it still stuff gets done. So
I do get stuff done.
yes, you do. Okay. The next statement: even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yeah. Hard agree.
Strongly agree?
Hard agree. Yep. For me, I'm so insecure. Just
Yes.
kidding. Not
No,
really.
I agree that you do focus too much on the mistakes instead of your awesomeness.
Oh.
Yeah.
At least you focus on my awesomeness all the time.
Well, somebody's got to.
Okay, what about you?
No. I am gonna do like the middle disagree. I'm probably too confident most of the time, and probably should focus a little bit more on my mistakes. But here we are.
I admire that about you. So, okay, this next one. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Ain't no way. That ain't happening. I don't. See, I'm gonna pick the middle disagree because I feel like I'm at least learning how to start conversations. But, yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
you are. You are, but no, you're definitely not going to put
just
yourself out
walk
there.
up. Yeah, I'm not gonna just walk up to you and be like, hey, let's talk about this. Nah.
Right. I feel like I will. I don't know. I'm probably gonna put like the slightly agree,
Mm-hmm.
which is not something I would have picked when I was your age either.
Mm-hmm.
I was more like you at 17 in some ways.
Okay. Alright, next statement. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretation and analysis of creative works. That's too many words. I don't understand what that means.
That means, okay, so you're not too interested in discussing. So you have your opinion of whether, like, creative works could mean music, movies, any kind of arts.
And you, like,
You
don't
have
want to hear...
right. You don't care to discuss it and hear
Oh, okay.
about what other people think.
That's interesting. I'm gonna go slightly disagree because because I do want to hear it, but a lot of the people I know have kind of put me off from that because people like to blur the lines between subjective and objective when they talk about stuff like that, and that really grates on my nerves. But
I know it does.
if you're the right,
good.
Yeah, if you're the right person, then yes, like I'll hear you out all day. But I've been worn down by people who are not the right people. Which, if they know who they are, you're
They know
getting
who they
better.
are.
You're getting better.
But your friends, your group of friends that you are closest to, have very strong opinions about things.
Yep.
All of you, you included.
That's true. I do have very strong opinions, but I feel like I do a very good job of keeping the objective and the subjective separate.
Okay. I don't know. I would kind of agree that I'm not too interested in discussing. I mean, I'm 41 years old. I don't care what you think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, yeah. I'm just putting slightly agree.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, moving along. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I'd like to say strongly agree, but I can, I don't know. We all have those times when we're like, we let emotions get the best of us, I guess, but I am very much more inclined to want to go about things based on what I know. I don't like just jumping into things, hoping that I'll figure it out along the way,
And that's comforting as a parent. I feel like you do think things through and you don't.
Yeah, people who lead with their heart kind of scare me a little bit, but
yeah, I would say slightly. Okay, so more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I would say slightly agree. I don't typically get swept away by things, emotions, and things.
All right, next statement. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particularly instead of
Would you like me to read the question?
You can read the question.
You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine.
No. I have to know. I have to know the things. I have to know all the things. Don't throw things at me.
Yes. You are not very flexible when it comes to that.
No.
You don't fly by the seat of your pants.
I'm actually gonna go strongly disagree because I need to know things all the time.
Okay. This one's tricky for me because it says I usually prefer doing what I feel. I would love to do what I felt like all day long. But I have responsibilities, so I have to have some kind of routine.
Sure.
So, I don't know. And I don't hold myself to a schedule as strictly as you do. I just do the things that need to be done. I'm going to go just neutral on this one.
Okay. I definitely feel like if the opportunity presents itself and, once you've gotten the work done and, like, the opportunity presents itself, you are very much better at just kind of going with the flow than I am. I don't like the flow.
You don't
I like my
flow?
flow. I like my flow. The flow of events that I plan. Don't want anyone else's.
But my flow is pretty fun. I have a good time over in my flow.
Yep. Alright, let's stop using that word and move on. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. No. I'm just gonna go mid disagree. Cause I don't worry all the time, but I often
pretend like you don't.
That's true. But yeah, I do worry about impressions. Especially because, like, at the place where I work, even when people like come in and then I'll say something to them and then like I just overthink the faces they make at me. And I'm just like, did I say something weird? Like, was I not supposed to say that? I'm an overthinker for sure.
Have you said something inappropriate to one of the patrons?
No, I just think no. I just think like, oh man, what if I offended them or whatever?
You probably did.
I probably did.
On this one, I'm going to go back to I'm 41 years old. It's nice when you don't have to care what other people think about you anymore. But
It must be.
also, I don't want people to think I'm just the, I don't know,
Yeah.
stupid or whatever.
Sure.
So, I rarely worry, so yeah, I would kind of agree. I'm going to do the middle.
Okay.
There.
Okay, next one. You enjoy participating in group activities. Now, I feel like a few years ago I would have put like strongly disagree, but I feel like I've kind of learned like in groups, even though I don't really naturally gravitate towards being in groups, I've learned that I can just take over the whole thing and then it's easier. So, I'm not as averse. What?
You want to dominate your group?
Yes. I'm not as averse to them because now I know how to make it work. Whereas, because I didn't like groups because it was like nobody, it's like humans just can't function together. It seemed like to me, and they just would all, there would be no structure.
Well, it depends on what you mean by activities. Like, is this something that matters at the end of the activity, or is it just, am I just having a good time?
Either way, for me, it's slightly disagree.
I'm gonna do like not the first one, the slightly agree. I do like working with other people and having fun with other people.
All right, next question. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I honestly don't have an opinion about that one way or another. I know people have like, it's weird, they have like really strong opinions on this. I don't really care. Like, you know, I usually just, think of the ending that seems most presented, and if there were other interpretations, I usually didn't even know until like somebody told me what they think it meant. So I'm neutral.
See, I'm gonna go disagree. I do not want you to make me come up with your thoughts.
Yeah, I
Just
get it.
tell me what. I'm not that creative of a person, and I'm not gonna come up with my own scenario of what could have happened or should have happened. Just tell me the facts of what happened or was supposed to happen. I'm gonna go strongly disagree.
Yeah, I get it. All right. I'm going to sound like a really bad person on this next one because the next one is your happiness comes from more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Nah. I'm sorry. I mean, good for people accomplishing stuff, but I want to accomplish things more than I want to see other people accomplish things. Which I know, again, I'm a heartless troll here, but
Yeah.
I'm no, strongly disagree.
I kind of disagree too, to some extent. I mean, of course, when I have played a part in someone else accomplishing something, I feel good about that. But
Sure.
I like to succeed also. I'm going to go the middle, disagree.
All right. Okay,
All right, next category.
You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Now, this is an interesting one because I feel like, kind of first impression, I would want to say, yeah, I'm interested in a bunch of stuff, but it says that you find it difficult to choose to try what to try next. And I don't find it difficult to choose what to try next because I know what I like, and it might be a lot of things that I like, but I have no problem choosing what to try next because I don't really try new things. I know what I like, and I kind of just I'm good with that. I don't have any difficulty looking for new things to get interested in because I don't get burned out by what I already like.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna say slightly disagree.
I think if your dad were choosing this for me, he would pick strongly agree because he says that I always move from one thing to the next.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to go the middle, agree.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Next question.
Okay, next one. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yes, I am. All the time. Strongly agree. Yep.
You get that from your father. I am a strongly disagree on this one. I'm not
Good for you.
not a worrier. I think in a relationship there can only be one worrier, so you have to find somebody who is not a worrier.
That makes sense to me. I mean,
Someone,
two worriers would probably
it would be
not
miserable.
get a lot done. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, next one. You avoid leadership You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I'm gonna go middle disagree because again, I do like to be the leader in a group because that's the best way for me to handle being in a group. But I'm very stubborn, so like if I deem this group as stupid, I kind of just like, all right, I'm gonna let you destroy yourselves. Have fun with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think it depends on who's in the group.
For sure.
Is it something that I feel equipped to lead?
Mm.
Then I'm going to want to lead. But if I am not very, if I'm insecure in whatever the goal is that needs to be accomplished,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let somebody, if I know that there's somebody else that's going to do a better job, I don't mind. So I don't know. I'm going to go neutral on this one.
Cool. All right, next question. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. This is weird because the word artistic is a
You have a lot of different meanings.
Yeah, I will go slightly disagree because definitely when I want to, I can be artistic. I'm not. I don't think I'm naturally super artistic, but again, it's a multifaceted word. So
Right. It could be related to music. It could be related to drawing.
sure.
It could be related to decorating a cupcake.
Right. Because I definitely have, like, bouts of artisticness with different stuff, but I'll only slightly disagree because I disagree that I'm definitely not. Because I kind of am sometimes, but I'm
You
not
can be,
gonna.
especially like with music, it may not be something that you want to be gifted in, but you are. So you can't just say, okay, God did not make me artistic. I just am choosing not to walk in that way.
I know. Give your answer.
My answer, I'm not artistic. I'm not
You have so many other skills, though. So
artistic. I'm gonna go strongly disagree.
no, it would
Even
be
though
strongly ugly.
I have some musical talent,
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna. I don't know. I'm still gonna strongly disagree.
Also, that would be you strongly agree because the statement is you're not.
Thank you. Yes, that's correct.
Don't skew your results. It's very
Got it.
important to your life.
It
Okay.
is.
You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? Absolutely. Strongly agree. That's what's wrong with the world. I just fixed the
Yes.
world. You're welcome.
Thank you. I strongly agree and don't really have any other thing to add to that.
Yeah. That's how you fix the world. Alright. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I'm gonna go middle agree because I usually do. There are some days where I feel like, I feel like I'm like I need this relaxing time today because I am so tired. But usually, even if I am tired, it's only if I'm like really tired or just it's just a bad day. But usually I'm like I don't feel comfortable relaxing if there's stuff that needs to be done.
Right. I strongly agree because you can't really truly relax knowing that you have stuff left to do. We've
Exactly.
already been talking for 31 minutes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long one.
Or you're going to have to do a lot of editing.
Okay. Alright, next. You enjoy watching people argue. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go neutral because, like, I don't really care about other people's arguments. That sounds really bad. I'm making myself sound like a terrible person. But I'm just saying, like, I don't particularly enjoy it, but it doesn't make me upset. I'm just like, oh, have fun with that, I guess.
But do you enjoy watching other people argue? Like, do you take enjoyment from that?
I really don't care one way or another.
Okay. I am going the middle. Disagree. Why would anybody want to watch people argue?
I know some people who like to watch people argue.
I know you.
Oh, here's yours, Mom. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Mine is I'm gonna go mid-agree. There are some areas where I do like to be attention, but that's like just
You
like
like
one or
to be
two where I know for sure I'm good at it. Usually I'm gonna be like, nope, I'm good. And for you,
What would you say?
I think you're going to be off the scale strongly disagree. If there was another bubble over there, that would be your bubble.
Are you saying, this is what I hear you saying, that I enjoy drawing attention to myself?
I think you do, Mom. You might just enjoy that.
Okay. I will disagree with the statement, not with your statement. All right.
Your mood can change very quickly. I'm gonna go middle agree. I feel like, yeah. Not violently. I'm not gonna say strongly agree.
You're a teenager.
I am a teenager, so I'm gonna go middle agree. I don't think I'm particularly bad about it, but it's there.
I think I'm gonna keep mine neutral just because hold on, I lost my question. I'm not gonna say I always keep my composure. Like kids can act stupid, and I could be having a good day, and then I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
Or not just kids, people in general. But I feel like I'm still pretty even keel. I don't just fly off the handle all the time, do I? Sometimes. No. Okay.
But you're a parent, so you get a pass sometimes. I mean, you don't get a pass. You don't get a pass, but
right.
It's understandable.
You understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next one, you lose patience with people who are not as efficient with you. I don't know. Do you think it's mid agree or strongly agree for me?
I would mid agree for you.
Okay. Cuz I know it's definitely an agree. It's definitely a higher level of agree somewhere up there because I like it when people get stuff done and I don't understand why
but
you
would
not.
say you don't outwardly show your impatience all the time when you're working with people. Like you can be very gracious, and then like afterwards you're like, I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just an emotionless person on the outside, so.
On the outside?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we're learning from this whole thing.
No, on the inside, you're heartless.
Oh, got you.
But you don't always show it on the outside, is what
okay. What's yours?
I do lose patience with people who are not as efficient as I am. Because I'm very efficient.
Yep. We're so efficient. Okay, next statement. You often end up doing things at the last possible minute. I'm gonna go mid agree or mid disagree because I definitely don't want to. I definitely try my hardest because I hate that. I hate it. But sometimes it does happen, and I hate it.
But I would say strongly disagree because it says you often, and you don't often end up.
Okay. I'll do strongly disagree because
Yeah, and I would strongly disagree for myself as well. Just you know how far in advance I plan things, and like I'm a planner to some extent, and I don't like working at the last minute.
No, hate it. This is interesting. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. I'm gonna go slightly disagree because I don't want to say strongly disagree because it's kind of not a fair question because I know.
Yes, I agree because we read the Bible.
Yeah,
And
and I'm like, I know, I don't have to wonder. But it's kind of an
right.
unfair question, so I'm going to go slightly disagree.
Well, I agree. I feel like people who are fascinated by all these different scenarios of what could happen after death don't know the truth of what's really going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say strongly disagree.
Yep. Cool. Next one. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. No. Strongly disagree. I'm sorry, others. You're fun sometimes, but I'm more fun. So,
Just you?
just me. Just me and my brain and my thoughts.
Um,
It's
you
a party.
know, I do prefer to be around others.
I know.
To some extent, I do enjoy my alone time as well. I'm going to go actually not as high agree as you would think. I'm going to do the slightly agree.
Okay. I get it. Alright, next one. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion is highly theoretical. I don't know. You know, so I guess this just means like when people start getting all what if and trying to get all introspective and weirdly, you know. You know, I think I know what this means. I'm trying to figure out what it means.
No,
So
you're right.
I'm gonna say slightly agree because I don't like to unnecessarily ponder stuff that I feel has a simple explanation. I feel like most things have a simple explanation, and I don't like it when people stretch things out for no reason.
I agree. And I'm going to say for myself, I do become bored. I'm going to go no, actually middle agree just because like I'm not very philosophical. I'm not
Yeah.
like some deep thinker. that
Okay.
is, I am actually intelligent. I just
No, no, no. You are intelligent. You are intelligent. Okay, next one. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experience don't laugh are very different from yours. Uh, disagree. I'm gonna go middle disagree because I'm not completely heartless, you guys. I often don't understand humans. I don't get why they feel things. Wait, no, that sounded so bad. I mean, I just don't understand people very well. So I'm gonna go mid disagree.
no, I'm the same way. Like if it's not an experience that I've walked, it is hard for me to put myself in someone else's shoes. Now, other people are gifted in that, but for me, I'm gonna say mid disagree.
Cool, cool. Okay, the next one, you usually post. Oh my goodness, I'm adding F sounds in all the words.
Well,
You
that could be
usually
a fun episode where you say everything that's supposed to have a P sound with an F sound.
Anyway, you usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. I'm gonna go mid disagree. Because, like, again, I don't want to say strongly because I know it does happen sometimes. Well, it does say usually, though.
It does.
Okay, okay, because of the usually, I'm gonna say strongly disagree. Because, again, it does happen sometimes. And I
But
avoid
sometimes doesn't
making,
mean usually.
right. But yes, I usually do have things done pretty quickly, and I wrap them up. I don't half finish. I don't like to half finish stuff. I want it done and I want it good and nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mid disagree. I'm get it done and let's be done
Mm-hmm.
making these decisions.
Yeah. Is the cat on the? Never mind. Okay. Nothing. All right. Next statement. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. No, I do all the time. So strongly disagree.
Hmm. I am probably a mid agree. Like I don't second guess unless it was like a restaurant that we chose to eat at that was either bad or too expensive.
Okay. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. That hurts my feelings that is even a possible thing. Who? Why?
People?
No. No.
Here, I think your dad's home.
I'll cut that out. But no. No, 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 no. That is not. No. If I am exhausted, I do not want a social event. No.
And I am going to pick the slightly disagree. After a long, exhausting week, I'm not wanting to party either. So yeah. Cool. But I will.
I know you will. Alright, next. You enjoy going to art museums. Mid disagree because I just don't. But I don't absolutely loathe it. I just don't enjoy it.
Strongly disagree.
You loathe it?
I loathe art museums.
Yeah, I definitely don't get it. But I did find a painting of a fox eating a squirrel, and that was kind of cool. So, there's some things. Alright, next one. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Yes! Strongly agree. I don't understand humans.
I will probably go slightly disagree.
Yeah. Okay. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I'm gonna say strongly agree because I do. I do. I like to know the things that I need to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna go slightly disagree. While I do like to get stuff done, I don't have to stick to a list.
Yeah, that's good. Next one. You rarely feel insecure. Nope. I'll go mid disagree.
You're going. Okay.
I don't think I'm insecure all the time, but a lot of the
time. Yes, you should work on that because you shouldn't be insecure.
I should.
Because you're awesome.
I know. Sometimes.
See, you don't know.
Sometimes I know.
Okay. So do I rarely feel insecure? I'm going to go slightly agree just because like we talked about before, there's like I can be overly confident. And also it depends on who I'm around.
There are I have that's probably why I picked mid disagree as well because I definitely have people where I'm like I don't I'm like, oh, you're chill. This is chill. I don't have to worry about stuff.
Yes, and that's
mostly because they've seen all the things, all the bad and the weirdness, and I'm just like, I basically can't shoo you away at this point. So
that's what I'm probably gonna switch to neutral here because it does depend on, like, if I'm with my girls that know all of my stuff and know my crazy, then I don't feel insecure. But if it's around people that I don't know, and then I can.
Okay, next one. You avoid making phone calls. Okay. This is weird because I just got a phone. So.
But you have a job where you have to make phone calls.
Right, that's what I'm thinking of. And at my job, I don't dislike making phone calls. Right, I can't avoid it. But I also, it's like not something I dislike. If there's like a reserve I have to call, I'm like, sure, let me do it. Because again, well, not again, I don't think I've said this yet, but I really like to have things to do because I feel if I go for too long at my job, and there's nobody there and I've done the things, I feel like a useless person. So if I see something to do and it's calls, I'm just like, sure, let me have at it. But I'll just say slightly agree because just leisurely, I guess, I don't like phone calls. They're not my thing. I prefer to text.
I wouldn't say, and I prefer to text also, but I don't mind making a phone call. So I'm going to go mid disagree.
Cool. Next one. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand the views that are very different from your own. Nah. I probably should try more to understand. I'm going to go mid disagree because I don't totally, again, it's not like I'm totally uncaring, but I don't really make it a priority to understand why somebody thinks differently than I do. I just, especially if it's like dealing with subjective stuff, because then I'm just like, okay, we think different. That's fine. Like,
Well, but I will say, like with your classical education, that you've been exposed to other views, like
oh yeah,
intentionally exposing you to views that are different from your own. Um, so I wouldn't say for you that you don't ever like shy away from other views because that's what's
sure,
firm in your faith.
that's
Not
true.
necessarily talking about faith, but
Yeah. Okay, I'll switch it to slight disagree because all of what you said is true. I just don't naturally like when somebody disagrees with me. I'm my first instinct is not like, okay, why? Let's figure out why. I'm just like, okay, we disagree. Or if it's something more serious, I'm like, okay, let me show you like
I get
the
that. You
evidence.
know how to think these things, but you don't want to always have to be thinking about. I get that. I am going to pick. Okay, often spend a lot of time trying to understand. I do not. I'm going to go mid disagree.
Cool.
Okay, and
Next
we've
one.
almost been talking for an hour, and we're 70% of the way done.
It's okay. This can be a long one for car rides. Car rides.
Okay.
Okay, in your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Okay, I feel like a month ago I would have been strong disagree, but now I'm kind of like having to do a lot of initiating lately for some reason, and I'm not
Why?
terrible at it.
No, you're definitely not. What do you mean in the past month you've had to?
I don't know, it's just like I feel like I've had to, just invite people to things more and plan things and activities that nobody even like asked me about. But I'm not usually the person who's like, "Hey guys, let's go do this fun thing." But I've done it more so lately, but still just naturally I'm not like, "Yeah, let's go do stuff, guys."
Yeah. For me, I almost want to go strongly agree but I'm not. I'm going to go mid agree because I am the one that will often plan events. Like I've got this cookie swap coming up on Sunday, and like I do create opportunities to gather with my
Mhm.
friends. Um, I'm going to go mid agree though.
Okay. All right, next one. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Um, I was thinking mid agree, but I'm gonna go strongly agree. Cause I hate it. I hate it when my plans get off track, man. Like that kills me. I need to get better about that. But I have plans and I don't like them for them to get broken. Don't break my plans. I had them for a reason.
Yep, that's definitely you. Um, I'm probably going to go neutral. I don't like for my plans to be interrupted, but I also can be flexible and just go along with it.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Next
Okay, keep going.
next one. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Strongly agree. I don't think there's much explanation needed. I just am. I think about mistakes I make all the time,
One day you
constantly,
won't. One day
in
you
my
won't.
dreams. They haunt me. Okay, what's yours?
I'm not. I strongly disagree. Like if I was bothered by every mistake, and it doesn't say every mistake, but like how would you even get out of bed? Because I've lived long enough to make a lot of mistakes. You haven't made that many mistakes. You're 17.
I mean,
So
that's true. I am
as you get
pretty.
older, you're going to learn to let stuff go.
That's good. I hope so. Okay, here's another weird one. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence in the meaning and the meaning of life.
Or the meaning of life.
Or the meaning of life. I'm gonna go slightly agree again because just slightly because I feel like it's not a fair question because again I know the meaning of life. I'm good to go on that. So
Right.
I don't really
So you're
yeah.
choosing.
I'm choosing slightly agree because it's not a fair question.
See, I'm going to choose strongly agree. Maybe. Oh, I don't want to spend too much time thinking about it.
Okay. Okay, your emotions control you more than you control them. Oh, I'm thinking either slightly agree or slightly disagree or mid disagree. Because I think that's another thing that even if I get into something emotionally, I am not outwardly emotional most of the time. Actually, it's kind of weird with me. If I get really like angry or upset about something, I just kind of am like no emotion outwardly.
Yes, but people can always tell because you do shut down.
I know that's a tell now for me, but
people know now for you, if she's not saying anything, if she's sitting there silent, then you should be afraid.
Yeah. But okay, I'm gonna go slight disagree because of that. Because once you know me, you're like, oh no, oh no, she's being silent.
Yes. So I would say I would go mid disagree. I don't feel like I'm controlled by my emotions.
No. All right, next one. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. I'm not a heartless troll again, you guys. So I'm gonna go mid disagree because I feel like sometimes I can let it slide a little bit, but I'm not that conscientious. Is that the right word? Conscientious. Conscientious? Whatever that word is.
Say it 3 times. Conscientious.
Conscientious? That's a hard word.
Out.
You know what I mean. People thinking. That's a terrible way to put it. What about you?
For me, oh man, sometimes I can
be that way.
I can be that way, and like sometimes, like
I do be like that.
I do this to my very best friends because sometimes it's funny.
That's you. I do see like quite a few times. It's like somebody screws up and then they try to act like they didn't, and then if you're there, you're like, "Hey, you just said that," and then you laugh about it. Usually not in a mean way. Usually it is funny.
It's
but,
like why I love the character Jerry on Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's terrible, Mom.
Is it Gary? They changed his name at the end. I can't remember. Gary or Jerry? What are they called?
I feel like it's Jerry.
Okay, yes, that's why. Yes, that's
because you're a bad person. That's why.
So I'm just gonna go neutral here, though.
Okay. We're almost done. Maybe, kind of, ish.
Well, are we gonna discuss our results afterwards?
A little bit. Look, okay. I'll just write in the description. This is a long one. Watch it or listen to it in the car.
Yeah.
No, they need to listen. This is very important. Okay. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. No. I get things done, and then I can chill. I do not just wait till I am energized. I'm gonna go mid disagree. But yeah, I you can't wait for stuff. You have to do it.
What would you answer? How would you answer this for me?
I don't know. It's almost neutral because I don't know. It's like sometimes it's like you have a way of getting things done, but it's also then there's like sometimes you can just spontaneously just do stuff and like a whole project, I guess. Does that make any sense?
Yes, like let's go throw away a trash bag full of junk from your room. Or clean out the game closet or whatever. Sure. I feel like just in the past few years I've been more prone to spontaneous bursts of energy rather than a methodical way of getting things done. But I'm gonna go neutral on this.
Cool. Next one. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. I'll go mid-agree. I won't go strongly agree because it's, I don't know, not immediately, but I'm just kind of like, whenever somebody, I don't take compliments well. Like, Sometimes I do, but most of the time I'm just like, I'll smile and I'll be like, oh, thank you. Well, if it's a adult complimenting me, I'll be like, oh, thank you. If it's a friend complimenting me, I'll just be like,
Whatever.
thanks, I guess. Um, but in my brain, I'm always like, nah. Like,
Yes.
you're just saying stuff.
Yes. You need to work on that area.
I need to
Okay.
work on myself.
Yes. Some self-care. Okay. I don't wonder how long it's gonna take them to feel disappointed.
Why would they ever be disappointed in you?
I mean, why would they? That is the question. Why would they? So I'm gonna go mid disagree.
Cool. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. Dream. My dream.
Yes, you would strongly agree. I'm gonna go. Actually, probably surprise you and go slightly agree on this because I would love to just do the tasks that I have to do and not have to worry about other people interfering. But I do also enjoy being around other people.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, alright. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
I think you know where I land.
I guess. It's another weird question. I feel like slightly agree because again I don't like only slightly because I don't really understand the question, but I know that I don't like it when people, do that, when they steer the conversation that way. Try to ask philosophical questions for no reason. I find that annoying.
I I do agree that it's a complete waste of time. There, I said it. Let's move on.
You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. No way. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Mid disagree or strong
For
disagree for
you,
me? Yeah. Okay. Because it uses the word drawn to, I'm gonna go strong disagree because I can be and exist in the busy, bustling places a lot better than I used to could, at least, anyway. But because it used the word drawn to, yeah, I like, I like, just, I like secludedness.
yeah, and I'm actually gonna go neutral on here because I am drawn to both.
Yeah,
There's a
I
time. Oh
see
no,
that.
what did I do?
What did you do?
Okay, I'm good. Nothing. No need to worry. Okay,
Don't do anything.
I'm doing
Okay,
neutral. Okay.
we're so close. Don't mess it up.
I know.
Okay. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I'm gonna go mid disagree. I don't think I'm completely oblivious, but it does take a good while for me to understand. Definitely not first glance. I'm
And
not just like, oh no, you're feeling sad because your finger is doing. I don't know, that sounded weird. But I'm not good at picking up signals very well.
well, this one's a tricky one because I would also, well, I would go slightly disagree because people are good at hiding how they're feeling, and this is leaving it up to the other person. So I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
slightly disagree.
And that's where there's just some people who just are good at that, even if the other person is hiding. There's just people who are like, I can still tell.
I mean, if someone's in tears, I'm gonna think they're sad.
That's true.
So
All
anyway,
right, I think we're on the last page.
okay, sweet.
You often feel overwhelmed. I'm gonna go slightly agree. I think I don't feel overwhelmed all the time, but often, yeah, I get that. I don't even have that much work necessarily. I just have school and a job, pretty much.
I mean,
But
just your whole like life choices you have to make in the next year.
right, especially that, yeah. And I just, in terms of overwhelmed, it's not even the amount of work. It's just I want to do really, really well on everything, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's like it's basically all my fault. It's like I don't even have a heavy workload. I just make myself feel overwhelmed because I want to be the very best. in Pokemon.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go slightly disagree. I don't often feel overwhelmed. If I do, it's because I've said yes to too many things. So, all right.
Okay, this is an interesting one. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Oh, this is. I feel like I'm actually gonna go with slightly disagree because I do like to get things all the way done, but I feel like I kind of find ways to do it quicker. Like, as long as I know it'll still work. Like, I'm not saying I cut corners, but if I can make it quicker logically and still correct, I
Work
will
smarter, not
try to
harder.
do that. Yeah, work smarter, not
Um,
harder.
I would say strongly disagree for myself, simply
Mhm.
because as a mother, I have to be good at
Yeah.
doing a lot of things at once, multitasking.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
there's not a method. You just get it done, however
Yeah.
you do.
Next one. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I'm actually gonna go slightly agree. Not because I'm I'm not saying by that I like to instigate, hot topics and that I like to throw in like hot take, guys, blah 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 blah. Brown rice is better than white rice or whatever. I don't know. That's not a hot take, but
You have strong opinions about your rice.
I like both of them. Anyway, but I don't like to just start conversations like that, but I will get into that conversation if it happens to start.
I would go slightly agree for myself. I think it's just the drama of it that is intriguing.
Oh, the drama.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I seem like a heartless troll in so many of these things. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. No, I would not. I'm sorry, but like that's my opportunity, bro. Don't steal it. I'm sorry. You like they will get other opportunities. Opportunities are not a
The
something that
Eminem
comes.
lyrics just came into my mind. I'm not gonna sing it for you.
You only get one shot or something. I
Yes,
don't know.
opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Okay,
Okay,
now you stop.
we're not gonna wrap. This is
No,
not that show. Okay.
no. Okay.
No, ma'am.
I'm gonna go with um, I'm gonna go mid disagree, cause yeah, I don't. I've never like had to do that, but so I can't really say one way or another. But just feel like I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
That's okay. You're being honest. I'm going to go mid agree, not because it's like something that I want to do. It's not because I'm just so kind and gracious of a person. It's
Gracious.
that a lot of these questions are coming back to motherhood. It's just part of what you do for people.
Yeah.
In particular, your children. You pass up things so that your kids can have things.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go mid agree.
Cool. Next one. You struggle with deadlines. I'm gonna go mid disagree. Uh, yeah, it's not a struggle. I don't worry about deadlines.
I would actually go strongly disagree if I were answering for you.
Oh really? Because I was thinking that because like I'm just thinking of the times when I have struggled with deadlines. But no, okay, I get it. I really don't,
You
honestly.
have you ever not met a deadline
No,
that was given to you?
unless you count the math.
Well, we don't want to talk about math right now.
Nah.
We're having a good time.
Yeah, we're having a great time. I don't. I just don't usually struggle with deadlines.
Neither do I. I'm going to strongly disagree for myself.
Cool. Last question, I think.
Yay!
You feel confident that things will work out for you. I don't. I don't, you guys. I'm
Why?
worried about everything. Okay, I'm not worried about everything. I'll go mid disagree because I'm not worried about every single thing. But I don't.
You just don't have your life figured out yet, and that's okay.
Yeah, but I want to because I'm that person. But I don't. So I worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
through not having everything figured out. I'm gonna go mid agree. And
I feel
because
like things have basically already worked out for you.
well, yes, and I think a lot of this comes back to faith too. It's like, are things gonna work out for me in the end? Yes.
In
Does
the
that
end, yeah.
never gonna have any struggles? No.
Right.
But I'm actually gonna go strongly agree.
Cool.
Just because of that. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Okay, are we clicking see results?
Are you clicking your gender?
I didn't click my gender.
Why do you want to choose your gender?
I don't know. I
Do you
don't think it
see the
showed it.
results? Mine says to optional. It says this will determine your avatar in the results screen, Katie.
Oh, okay, you gotta pick right.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and read my overview. Your personality type is logistician, which is the ISTJ -T type. Logisticians are practical and fact-minded individuals whose reliability cannot be doubted. Aw, that's so nice. Okay,
It says your personality type is executive. Executives are excellent organizers. See, unsurpassed at managing things or people.
Okay, what is your letters under it?
So, my letters are ESTJ A.
ESTJ. Oh, okay. We actually have uh a few letters in common. So
Okay.
I figured that would happen. Okay, so go to the next slide. It should be
Okay.
your introverted versus extroverted.
Okay. What's yours?
I am 83% introverted, you guys.
Yeah.
Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deeper and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments. Yes, that makes sense. I'm very introverted.
And mine is 63% extroverted. But listen, when I was a kid, I was painfully shy. I was probably more than 83% introverted, probably like 92. But
Wow.
so it can change as you grow and mature. So it says extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. I would say that holds true.
All right, next slide. It should be observant versus intuitive. All right, I am 62% observant. Observant individuals are pragmatic and down to earth. They tend to have a strong focus on what is happening or what is very likely to happen. Okay. I
Yes, and
kind of understand what that means.
it means that you don't base things on emotions.
No, that's the next one.
Oh, that's the next one.
Since the other one is intuitive, I feel like this is the one about kind of being able to go with the flow, because it said pragmatic, or what is pragmatic mean?
You're gonna have to edit this out. What does pragmatic mean again? It's like a practicality and not like the hypothetical, theoretical, philosophical kind of
Okay,
thing.
yeah, makes sense. All right, what did you get?
I was 88% observant.
Oh my goodness! Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, next. This should be your thinking versus feeling.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. I got 84% thinking. That's more than my introvertedness. That's interesting.
Well, I can see that.
Thinking individuals focus on objectivity and rationality, often dismissing emotions in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness as more important than social harmony. Yeah, that's me.
Do you think there is a relation between like the thinking aspect and the introverted aspect? Like if you are more prone to be a thinker, that you're going to be more introverted?
I assume so. That makes sense to me. But yeah, I hate when the lines of subjectivity and objectivity get blurred, which I've kind of grown to hate that. That's not a natural thing. I've learned how those things annoy me. But yeah, the rest of this is I do tend to dismiss emotions in favor of logic. Yeah.
And mine was 57%. So just slightly higher.
Yeah,
On the
lower.
thinking side. Yeah. Higher on the thinking side than on the feeling side.
Oh, so yeah. Okay, I get
Mm-hmm.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Next, this is judging versus prospecting.
Hmm.
Interesting. Oh, okay. So this is like doing versus I don't know. Oh,
We'll
wow.
read the description.
Okay, I got 88% judging.
Hmm.
Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. Yeah. I get that now. That
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. I need plans. I'm not good at on the fly.
Right.
Very plan oriented.
I was at 54% judging, so I can see how I'm kind of like in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next. Oh, so this was your other letter that was different from me.
Yeah.
I am okay. So this is turbulent versus assertive. I'm 81% turbulent.
So what is the description for turbulent?
Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
What
yeah.
percentage was that for you?
81.
Okay. So I am 81% assertive.
Wow. Okay,
Which
what's the
assertive
assertive description?
individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. And I would agree with that 100%. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident when striving to achieve goals.
Yeah.
I would agree
That
with
makes sense for you. I get it. Next. Okay.
That's the end of it.
So that's it. Yeah.
Do I want them to send me my results to my email? Are they going to keep sending me spam?
You can just mark it as spam, but if you want to like keep your results or anything,
I can just exit out. I don't have to give them my email.
that's true. But then you would lose your results.
Do I
All
care?
right.
No.
So again, though, I was an ISGT or an ISTJ-T, and you were an ESTJ-A.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I had a feeling because I knew a little bit about this kind of personality type. Oh, there is one more thing. Did you exit out?
No.
Okay, so if you scroll all the way down on when you go to your like profile page, it's other
So I
people
have to
in
click
your
next?
no.
Oh.
Well,
I think I do
it
have to click
should
next.
okay.
Hold on. Go ahead.
It should like say it should be like a big thing that says like your type, personality, your letters, and then have like a whole article on it. Are you on that place?
I think so.
Because if you are, you can scroll all the way down and it'll say
Tell me people that
what?
have the same personality.
Yeah, like mine says logisticians you may know.
Yeah.
So yours will say executives you may know.
Mm-hmm.
So what do yours say? Who are your people?
Sonia Sotomayor. I don't know if I said her name right.
Boring.
She was something in the political world. John D. Rockefeller, Judge Judy, Frank Sinatra.
Oh wow.
James Monroe, Lyndon B. Johnson. A lot of those in the political. Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Oh.
A lot of these I don't. Porthos from The Three Musketeers. I don't know a lot of these that are from the TV shows because I don't watch all those shows.
Cool.
Okay, what are yours?
Logisticians I know. Sting apparently. That's weird.
The singer.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Denzel Washington.
Okay.
I'm Denzel. Denzel, baby. Okay. Natalie Portman. She was in Star Wars and she played Jane in the Marvel. Anthony Hopkins. George Washington. Oh, Condoleezza Rice.
Nice.
George H.W. Bush. I don't know anything about him, but that's cool. Hermione Granger. Let's go. I'm Hermione. Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. Boo. I don't like him. We have Jason Bourne is on here. He's cool.
From the movies?
The Bourne series, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the rest are from Game of Thrones.
I had some from Game of Thrones too. I've never watched Game of Thrones, but
Yep.
there were. I feel like you had more than I did. More options.
More options.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So we have been talking for a long
I
time.
know your dad came home and I need to go see how his day was.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think of your results?
I think they're pretty spot on.
Yeah. Do you like this test?
I do. I mean, why are you so interested in personality tests?
I'm not so interested. It's just I don't know, cause I'm aware that it's like it doesn't affect things, but
Mhm.
it can be kind of cool to see, just stuff like that.
Do
And
you
just see
think
what they get right.
do you think yours will change as you get older, like mine did?
I don't know. I mean,
Do you hope
I don't know. What
it
I
will?
would hope was that it will stay this kind of same category because I like this and I like the strengths that it has. And I don't want to totally overhaul my personality, but that I would just improve on the weaknesses because, like I said, I kind of relate more with the weaknesses right now than the strengths
Mm-hmm.
of this personality because the weaknesses are stubborn, insensitive, judgmental, and often unreasonably blame themselves.
I didn't see that where it lists small weaknesses and strengths, but I exited out, so I can't go back.
But yeah, I think it should just get better with the weaknesses.
Yeah.
But overall,
You'll have to come back in 20 years and watch
do
the
it again.
episode and do an update, a life
And
update.
spend an hour and a half watching this episode.
Oh, you're gonna have to edit it hard.
Nah. Okay. I guess that's it. Thank you for being on the podcast, Mom. You people follow.
I'll be back.
You better follow after watching this whole episode if you haven't already. Because that means you're already basically dedicated.
I hope you don't lose followers.
I really hope I don't either. Don't unfollow me, please. Okay, that's just rude.
Look, I haven't even shared your podcast with my friends yet. I'm waiting on your pod art to be finished.
That's a good idea.
So once I share with my friends, your followers are gonna go up.
Skyrocket. Okay, but anyway, do the follow thing. Comment if you know your Meyers-Briggs personality. Comment on what it is, and
you should also post the test in
the description. You're so smart. Okay. Bye.
Bye.